And we'll be starting on Beckett Industries here between these two players. Spawning at the top right of Beckett Industries is our pink Protoss player playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. This is Hero. And his opponent spawning in the bottom left. Also for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, our red Terran player. This is Cure. Now, when I took a peek on Aligulac, because I try to, it's a great resource. And as a caster, I enjoy the statistical look into matchups. So that way it's not just like, well, I think Protoss is pretty favored against Terran, and, you know, seems like it'll probably be a great sweep for Hero. Then Aligulac can look at me and go, yo, Rushi, it's like a 73% chance for Cure to win here. And I'll go, oh, ugh. Okay. Then it makes me seem like a smarty, a smart guy. But I'm going to tell you something. Despite the fact that Cure statistically is favored here, have you heard about my my good friend Proxy Voids with shield batteries? Have you heard about my best friend? So yeah, this is gonna be one base proxy here for Hero. Do you know it's coming? I mean, there's a bunker going down. This is a classic does he know moment. He knows. He absolutely knows. Gonna bury the SCV out on the map just in case it becomes a talking point. Now the important part is that shield battery is not necessary right now. So Hero just goes ahead and cancels it. He's not gonna need that in the opening onsets of this push. He just needs to try and keep a little bit of it alive. So gonna try and replace those shield batteries just outside of range. The one lone Marine that has dreams of killing 22 probes. Gonna take a little bit longer to try and do that, and it's gonna be a little bit more challenging, especially since there is, you know, a zealot on the way. But Hero's already here with the first Void Ray, and this bunker is going to have a little bit difficult positioning. It's gonna be way too far back. Cure is already supply blocked. Hero is in good. Yeah, that Marine, like I said, had dreams of grandeur. I was gonna say he's making purple. Just absolutely outstanding here. I'm not saying that this is down and out just yet. This isn't looking good for Cure. He's gonna be able to get the Cyclone out. Yeah, that's a good pull. Cyclone is going to be able to assist with this. But for right now, I mean, Cure is losing a lot. He's taking a lot of hull damage there. He's got to be very careful. I think more are going to be required, but Cure's bought himself so much valuable time here. Oh, he grabs the Cyclone as well. Well, I mean, that's going to make it easier for a Cyclone to get created, but a Viking comes out instead. I mean, Viking's good, don't get me wrong. Is that really what he needs right now? He's going to lose a Void Ray. Okay, the Void Ray is going to go down. That is the first good moment of this hold here for Cure. Now, Hero is going to expand back behind this, so this isn't all in. And also, it's only 2 shield batteries, so this is not going to be a forever push. So ultimately, this is going to get staved off. There finally goes the damage down onto the shield battery with Cyclone. But the second Nexus is already down. And there isn't even a second command center. Oh, there it finally goes on the way. There's going to be enough Void Rays here to continue dealing at least a little bit of damage. If he so chooses, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So now Hero's just going to take the economic advantage. And we continue to walk forward in this game. It's going to be a Twilight Council on the backside. Oh, this is great. This is a great call by Hero. It's going to delay that second base by even more at this point. It's going to get restarted once again. It was just canceled, so that's not a major issue. But the longer that Hero can keep this pressure on, the better off he's going to be in the long run. I mean, he's going to lose this push finally, but I don't think Hero's going to sweat it. He's getting into his Blink tech, so Blink Stalker is going to be the follow-up here off of the 2-base economy of Hero. But the income advantage does slowly swing into his favor. Now, this graph does look pretty damning, but look at that top number, 450. So it's not a large amount. The context and scale is really, really important here. It's like, wow, look how far it spiked. Well, I mean, when zero's only right here, comparatively to the times where the graph looks like it takes a bit of a curve and it's a little bit more flat, but it's actually like a 2,000 income advantage for one player, and it's like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. Wait, how'd they get squashed? I think the choice to leave the Stargate is strange. Like, far be it from me to critique. First off, I don't play Protoss. Second off, I'm not going to tell the pro players how to do it. But I do think it's interesting. Not really any major push happening, but you know what? It's fine. We'll just think of this as like the campaign mission. So Hero has the campaign quest update, like power up the Stargate, and it'll like warp in 3 free Phoenix for him or something. And then it'll be Artanis coming over. It's like, thank you. Thank you. My forces will always be greater because of you. I don't know how Artanis sounds. It's still early. Oh, there's a big blink forward here. I did not expect Hero to come on up here. There's 2 tanks sitting in the back ranks. These Stalkers don't have anywhere really pivotal to go. The Void Rays are going to be able to get out, and they do deal a little bit of damage, but I mean, I guess that trade did end up going better for Hero, but not by that much. The proxy is out here. Kier's actually just going to accidentally find it with his drop. So I imagine that this is not going to... oh, it will still go to its intended target, but he's going to see that. So 5 more on the way. Oh, I mean, this is a lot of Blink Stalker trying to move across the map. This could get a lot of damage done if Hero misses the warp-in cycle that he needs to defend this. So Hallucinated Phoenix is going to come in here and try and provide a little bit of coverage. Cure is going to be hitting this very pivotal timing. Stimpak's going to finish up. Combat Shield solid behind it. And then +1 infantry is also going to be on the way. This is a good recall. He's going to get the warp-ins and the recall as well. This is probably the best response here for Hero. But again, I feel like Cure is just trying to buy himself a little bit of time. I mean, really needs to get this 3rd command center taken care of. This Stargate's actually going to be the scout for that particular situation. And then the proxy on the high side here is going to get dealt with, so that's going to be another scout timing. You're going to see where the bulk of this army is at. It's just going to get left behind once again. Now, I respect this one. This one's going to get left behind because the attack timing is going to be a little bit stronger. Understandable. I respect that. Templar Archive is going to be finishing up here as well, so we will have that transition into Psystorm on the way. That was a very, very good anti-armor missile. The follow-up force fields were much better, though. So this is going to be a difficult position to try and defend. The tanks are in a wonderful position. This army is going to be able to stay relatively within tank support range. Oh, I mean, that's just going to take it down. Yeah, Kyora's in a wonderful spot right now. This is going rather well for him. Now, Hero does have the supply advantage, but he does rock a little bit more on the supply side. I mean, this was going very, very well for Kyora, but it seems like Hero's not going to be able to just push this back and squash this push. Interesting. I mean, yeah, Kyora's on the run. He's not going to be able to really siege up when he gets back home. He's only got, what, one tank? Yeah, he's got one tank. One tank, and that's it. And his bio is not going to trade infinitely well against... Oh, he's still there. It will finally go down, but these Archons are going to be very, very impactful. Now, Hero, for the record, no upgrades. So Kyora is rocking that +1 upgrade. Once +1 infantry armor comes into play, I think that's going to start having a bit of an impact. And Stargate will finally go down. Congratulations. It's going to be a double expand back here for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Yeah, I gotta ask, chat. I'm seeing here of Ignition Pro Circuit. You gotta tell me. Did I miss a memo? Like, I feel like alt-tabbing and joining you. I'm getting some serious FOMO right now. FOMO, fear of missing out. Ugh. Alright, so Kyora able to hold off that push and not going to be able to re-secure this third base location. Plenty more siege units at this point. Liberator's going to make that a bit easier to move through. The tanks are going to be in a good spot. The ghosts are in a great position to be added into this army. Of course, that's going to work out really, really well against the large Archon amount here. 4. Significant amount here for Protoss player. We do have advanced shockwaves being researched as well, so those ghosts are going to be a bit more effective. And I feel like Hero has rescued a lot of his vision on this map again. Oh. It was the mistype that everybody committed into. You know what? I respect that. I can't say that I can have any judgment there. Normally I would launch into, look, he made a mistake on the internet. Get him. He'll never live this down. But then everyone was like, what? Hero of Ignition? I'm ready. See, I thought the typo was different, like Hero of Ignition Pro Circuit. We were going to have like some play on words here. What do I know? Yeah, he does. Gets every single stalker out there. So that's a good rescue. So going to be two relatively maxed out armies trying to crash into each other. The good, oh my gosh, that EMP just coats the front half of that army. Just about every single zealot here has no shield. That means that Kyora is going to be able to push on forward and start sieging up this location. A giant storm does go down onto the ghosts, so the ghosts are already going to be at about 60% health going into this fight. But trading off against stalkers with shield batteries, not the right way to get this started. Half of this army is just going to peel off onto the high side of the second base location. This is now going to be a bit of an awkward situation for both players here. I hate to even call this a base trade because I'm not sure that Kyora is going to have a difficult time stopping this back at home. He's got a lot of reinforcements. Hero can always recall to rejoin this army, but look at this Bioforce. I mean, this is a lot of Terran player. This is a lot of Terran units, and the tanks are far enough forward that this is now going to be just an insane choke. We do finally get the first storm down onto this Bioforce. The Bioforce is now very, very weak. This is becoming an increasingly concerning situation here for Hero. He hasn't done enough damage and he didn't deal enough across the map. A couple of those tanks are going to go down. A disruptor shot does get equalized. That's going to be a dead base. I think this is a dead hero. Despite his best efforts, GG is called. And Cure, with a solid game number 1 performance, gives him a 1-0 advantage in this best-of-3 series. Game number 2 is going to be a little bit different story here for Hero. Looks like Hero wants to try and run into a Blink Stalker timing. He's going to throw down the Twilight Council before the 2-minute 30-second mark. But this is going to be a 3 barracks opening for Cure. Oh my gosh, this is spicy games. Cure just wants to get onto the winner's match, man. He wants to play Rogue. Thank you, chat. Thank you for letting us all know that you are here of Ignition Pro Circuit. I also enjoy, like, okay, there's more to unpack here. So we've addressed the here of, but I like how Pro Circuit is capitalized, not Ignition. These are just that sentence is just beautiful all the way down. Cynical Death, you've created a mini meme. This isn't the kind of meme that's going to go viral on the internet, but right now, in this moment, we are the connoisseurs of something very special. So I'm glad we could all be a part of this together. Okay, these Marines are going to attack really, really quickly here, but that shield battery literally finishes up at the perfect time. But surprise, it ran out of energy. I think we need to add the meme to the Wikipedia page. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Oops, some good stutter step. Hero's going to be able to finally hold this down, though. So I think this is kind of an interesting scenario. So he sends 5 of those Marines up front. I'm not sure if that necessarily indicates to Hero that this is going to be the type of attack that's coming. And he is getting Blink behind it. There's going to be a robotics facility pumping out an observer. So ideally, Hero looks to be across the map, wanting to blink up about right here-ish, and then just finish Cure off. Now, where life gets interesting is the fact that it is going to be Stim Bio. The factory's only now starting at this point, so anything like tanks, not going to be super, super effective here. And I think the Blink Stalkers could be... I mean, it could be. I'm still just kind of like... I'm like weighing this back and forth in my head. I mean, Cure could actually just move out here. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get a scan off as well. That should be an indicator. He doesn't want to leave. He's not gonna want to leave. Not at this point. Oops. Yeah, now he's gonna have to stim this army, and the stim pack is gonna be really delayed here on the response. This should just be able to get out and away. But the retreat is going to be very difficult here. Is he going to be able to pick up that warp percent? He does. Cure! Cure's all over Hero. Like a bad stink. Whoa. So Cure's going to just completely shut that down. Hero's in a great spot. This base is going to be very, very susceptible to damage here. There's going to be one Immortal, but psh. All right, what's an Immortal going to do? Now, to keep in mind, Cure does not have any medevacs at this point. He is desperately trying to rush one out. So even this one stim is very, very, very impactful on Cure's army. He's not going to have the staying power that he needs because he's going to have to immediately back off. There's nothing to retreat to as well. So being a bit cautious here. He's going to stim pack one last time here to get forward. He's going to pick off both of the Immortals. But look at this. The staying power is very, very low here. Once this stim pack runs out, I mean, this army is pretty much limited. But is there enough units to actually, like, shut this down? I'm not sure. Concussive Shell Marauders, pretty spooky. Okay, now we do have a medevac here, But one medevac, this push does not sustain. He's going to have to back off. But getting the third base, getting that 6 worker count. That battle report looking pretty good for our Red Terran player. And back behind this, he's going to get +1, get finished up here in a moment. The production of Hero is on the way. Hero's not looking so hot right now. Looks like we are going to possibly get a PvP for our elimination match. I feel like I was here for something, chat. Or rather, I'm here of the meme. Okay, Cure, don't just fight into a concave. That would be silly. You have a nice advantage. It would be a shame if you threw it all away. Blink Stalkers are still pretty scary. You don't have as much army advantage as you think you do. Okay, Goodscan Forward is going to see the majority of this, so Cure is going to be able to square things up, but it is almost dead even on the army supply. Where Cure has the advantage is being able to hold the economic situation. So tanks on the high ground will be able to keep that third base anchored, at least for right now. Stalkers on the high side of the orbital command, not a major concern. I like this rotation for Cure down to the natural expand. But there is no third Nexus back behind this. Hero is all in on this push. Great force fields. Going to divide the army here, but the right side is going to be able to squeak out from back behind. GG is called. Cure with a great hold. Hero did his best, but unable to execute, and he will go down to the elimination match with Classic. It's going to be Cure versus Rogue in our winners match. Well done. Well played.